the present. This is a story about a boy named Arthur. One day, not too long ago, while he was looking for something in his dad's closet, Arthur noticed a package on the top shelf. It was wrapped in shiny paper with stars on it and tied with a bright red ribbon. He almost hadn't noticed it with the package because it was partially hidden behind an old hat, a cardboard box, and a pair of hiking boots. Arthur was sure it must be a surprise present for his birthday, which was just 2 weeks away. His mother always wrapped his presents with red ribbons. It must be a birthday cake, Arthur thought. You can't have a birthday without a cake. He hoped it would be chocolate with lots of cream. Or maybe it was a ring toss. If he practiced a lot, he could become the world champion ring tosser and get his picture in the newspaper. If the present was a sailboat, the first thing he would do is tie it on a string and take it to a pond on the park and try to sell it. If it were a tractor, he would hook it up to his friend's truck and they would pretend the truck had a flat tire, so the tractor could tow it to the garage. What about a bowling set? The last thing he would want was a bowling set. He hated bowling. Wait. He'd prefer a really soft teddy bear. Arthur's favorite candy was chocolate. How about a zillion chocolate bars? And
it's okay. You're doing great.
Gumballs wouldn't be so bad either. Arthur's backpack had a few holes in it. He was probably ready for a new one. It might even be a Japanese lantern. He'd hang it over his bed, wondering what the Japanese writing meant. If it were a paint box, he'd paint a picture of his house, then paint one of a tree. Then, after all that, well, he wasn't sure what he'd paint. It might be a puzzle, but not too easy or not too hard. If the present was from Aunt Gertz, it would be a scarf. She gives scarves every year. If the presents were from Uncle Tony, it'd be gloves. He gets gloves every year. Arthur always wanted a kite. Maybe the present would be a kite. He had asked for ice skates. Maybe he finally gets them for his birthday. A TV wouldn't be too bad. Lots of kids have their own TVs. Maybe he'd get one too. Or even a computer. A friend said he watched movies on his computer. That would be so cool. Ever since he heard someone play a horn in a movie, he wanted to blow one just like it and make a strange sound. What fun it'd be if the present was a horn. It could be a wheel, but he already had 2 wheels on his bicycle. He certainly didn't need another wheel. He wondered if it was a fishbowl with the fish swimming around in it. No, it couldn't be a fishbowl. The fish wouldn't keep. It could be a dartboard like one of his cousins Harold had. Since he knew how to tell time, he really used a clock of his own. But he would love to have a volleyball. Maybe the pig kids in the park would let him play with him. Oopsies. Every day, Arthur checked to make sure the present was still there. Just when it seemed Arthur's birthday would never come, suddenly, before the big day, he went to his dad's closet to look at the present one last time. That's when he heard the front doorbell ring. His mother answered the door. He heard her talking to a woman who said she was collecting toys for poor children. Arthur climbed on the chair and got down the present and ran over to where his mother and the woman were talking. And he gave the woman the present. The end.